1, 2, 3, 4.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another review from Roy's Reviews, and today we have got a RTA review for you. Yes, it's a little mouth to lung tank, and it's this little bad boy here, which I'm running in the big configuration. It is the Edd Zachary. Yeah. So this was sent across to me for the purpose of review by Mark over at Naturevape. So thank you very much, Mark, for that. I very much appreciate it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a wee scout down to the table, have a little look round it, throw a build into it, and then come back up again and I will discuss my findings and what I think about it. See you in a mo. Okay, and here we are down at the table with the Edd Zachary. Now it's just a plain box you get, not a marking on it whatsoever. And open it up, and then you're greeted with the device itself, a tank. You get a little bag of spares, and there you've got your O-ring, you've got a chimney extender and a couple of little grub screws. Those screws even. Now we do need the chimney extender, so we will just get that out. You'll see why shortly. And then here is the device itself. So it is 22mm by 33mm high. In this format, it is a 2mm tank. Get the words out there. And it's got a stepless adjustable airflow, which goes from 0 to 1.8mm, and that is adjusted down here at the bottom with that little grub screw. So you can't actually see, but it is just, you just adjust it and try it to your content. The airflow comes in through there, and it's a fixed stainless steel drip tip on this one with this chamber, and it just comes apart by screwing it like this, and you have your acrylic 2mm tank there like that. And if you look up inside, there is very limited doming up in here. The 510 does come all the way down through, and the stainless steel construction on there. Okay, just get to the deck. Bring this bad boy out. Okay, so we'll just get the deck on. Show you in about 2 seconds. You've then got your chimney piece on here as well, which does have a little bit of doming on it. Now that fits inside like that, whenever the glass is inside. So you've got a little bit of doming just coming through up to the top of the chimney. And this is actually how you fill it. I'll show you all that in a moment. So here is your deck. Simple 2-post deck, which has got the screws coming down, and you've got little sort of clamps where you can bring your wire around just to keep it tight and keep it in there, so you can cut it off. And your wicking just comes out at the sides, so when your coil goes in, your wick is just down onto there, and then it just comes down in from the bottom. Your airflow is there, comes through there, that little hole, and it comes up and out through the sides there. So it is a really restricted airflow on there, and really clean design on it. And the airflow is adjusted, as I say, by using a flathead screwdriver just into the bottom like that, and you twist it to how you want it. You also get this tank piece, which is a larger capacity. Again, this is acrylic on here, and this goes over the top of everything. So this actually then sits over the top of this piece like that, with the chimney extender, which we have here. That screws onto there. Like so. And then this piece sits on top and it screws into the top of the cap. Like that. So it sits like that. This is how you would then fill, both for your first time and then any other time. You do have to take the bottom off to fill it and then put it back on again, but it just sits securely in this part here while you're doing so. So we're going to be putting a build into this. For this build, I'm going to be using these single core Clapton NI80s 1 ohm combs, inner diameter of 2.5 millimeter. So I'll just get one of these little bad boys out. Cue the music.
Watching Jackie Chan flicks to get my kicks. The dark is coming on. The dark is coming. Wondering why he's got a pick on me. He's got big black boots and a big forehead that you just won't hit.
And then just whenever you're waking up, it's just going to be a little bit like the beaver method. You just want to get the cotton down into the juice wells, nice and gently, not wanting it too stuffed. So you want the juice to flow nicely onto the wicks. Just make sure it's all nice and tidily in the juice well. And then once you've got it in, just a matter then of getting it just up. I'm going to be using some strawberry custard on here, which is going to be TVP's new juice in conjunction with Naturevape. Watch the O-rings slipping. Guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to fill it before I put it back together again. This is the one downfall, and one of the downfalls I'll talk about up top. but you just need to fill it before you actually put it all back together again. So in goes the juice. And that's me out of that one, but I've got enough in it for now. Careful of the O-ring again. Get it put in, and that's it, done. So you can join me up top when I shall go through what my thoughts are on this little bad boy. See you up there. Okay, so welcome back up again. That was a good look round the Edd Zachary. Yeah, you may think it looks familiar and everything else, but that Edd's been working hard in his shed, in his bedroom and everything else to get this little bad boy made up. And what do I think of it? Plus points. Absolutely full of flavour, this little bad boy. It's a true mouth-to-lung tank. The airflow is a little bit fiddly to adjust and get right, but once you've got it right, absolutely perfect. Just a one little air hole for it all to come out of. Building and working on it is very, very easy, and say the flavour you get on it is fantastic, and the acrylic tank here is to make it bigger. Definitely worth it, definitely worth having that on, and it looks beautiful sitting on top of the little Edd balance again, which is also from Naturevape. So negative points aren't really true negatives, just becomes a bit of a faff to fill because you have to take it apart each time, so turning it upside down, undo it, and having to go in and fill it that way. Adjusting the airflow, you have to unscrew the whole device and get into the little screw down there to do it, but it is easy to, once you have got it, and even though it's full, as you can see there's loads of juice in here, it is just a matter of unscrewing the base of the deck, and in you go, fill it, put it back together again, and Bob's your uncle. I absolutely do love this. If anybody's watching me, I normally use the Lamo, but the Lamo has been set to the side at the moment to use this, but it's still, they're in, whenever the cotton needs changing this, I'll just pick it up and I'll use the Lamo. It's totally interchangeable because the flavour isn't much difference between the two of them, which I absolutely love. So that's a little tank. It's got to have a 9 out of 10 for me, because just the couple of little fluffy points, which is changing the airflow, changing the airflow and filling it, that just brings it down to the 1 wee points of it. The other ways to fill it. Also, you just have to be careful because they are acrylic tanks, glass, acrylic, acrylic. You can't put in very citrusy ones, or you'll end up starting to get cracks coming through it. I'm running strawberry custard through this at the minute, which is TVP's new juice. It'll be out soon, and it is coming as a dream. I love this juice. It's just liquid crack to me. Not overly noisy, and it is doing everything you need it to do. So if you've enjoyed this video, folks, give me a thumbs up, drop me a wee comment down below. If you haven't liked the video and you give me a thumbs down, still drop me a wee comment down below. And if you are subscribed to me, absolutely thank you very much. And if you're not subscribed, please give the wee subscription button a wee press and the wee bell so you can be notified when I next upload a review. Just remains me to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this review. Take care now. Bye.
1, 2, 3, 4.